The moment your paycheck hits your bank account, for about 47 seconds, you feel like the richest person alive. You check the balance twice just to make sure it's real. Then you think to yourself, okay, this time I'm going to be smart with my money. And then Uber Eats, a new pair of sneakers because they were on sale. Drinks with friends on Saturday. A treat-yourself Target run on Sunday that somehow turned into $187. By the following Wednesday, you're staring at your bank account, wondering where it all went, eating rice and eggs, and telling yourself the same thing you told yourself last month. Next paycheck, I'll do better. If that scenario felt like I was reading your diary, you are not alone. And here's the thing. The problem isn't that you don't make enough money. The problem is that you don't have a system. You have a vibe. And a vibe will never, ever build wealth. My name's Luis, and I spend way too much time thinking about paycheck routines, automation systems, and the weird psychological reasons we sabotage ourselves financially every 2 weeks. If you're someone who feels like money slips through your fingers the second it hits your account, who knows you should be saving more but somehow never does, who's tired of starting over every single month, make sure to hit the subscribe button to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, I'm going to walk you through the exact paycheck routine that, if you actually do it, will change the trajectory of your financial life. Not next year, starting with your very next deposit. Let's get into it. Look, before we talk about what to do, we need to talk about what everyone gets wrong. The standard financial advice you've heard 1,000 times is make a budget, track your spending, try not to spend so much. And every time someone gives you this advice, you nod, you download a budgeting app, you use it for 6 days, and then you abandon it like a gym membership in February. Here's what most people don't realize. Budgeting fails for the vast majority of people because it's built on willpower. And willpower, especially when it comes to money, is the worst possible foundation you can build on. A 2023 report from the National Endowment for Financial Education found that roughly 60% of Americans say they live paycheck to paycheck. And that includes people earning over $100,000 a year. Read that again. 6-figure earners living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a math problem. That's a system problem. And this is the part that frustrates me, honestly. We've been told for decades that the solution is discipline. But study after study, from behavioral economists, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and researchers like Shlomo Benartzi, keep showing the same thing. People who automate their finances save 2 to 3 times more than people who try to manually budget. Same income, same expenses, just a different system. So today, we're throwing out the willpower model. We're building a machine. Now, you might be thinking, Luis, just tell me what to do with my paycheck. I will, I promise. But if I don't explain the psychology first, you'll quit this system in 3 weeks. And I'm not letting that happen. Here's the deal. Your brain has something economists call present bias. It's the reason a $5 coffee today feels more real and more valuable than $50,000 in retirement at 65. Your brain literally cannot emotionally connect with your future self. Future you is basically a stranger. There's a famous Stanford study by Hal Hershfield where they showed people aged up photos of themselves, and the people who saw older versions of themselves saved significantly more money. Why? Because their brain finally registered that future them was a real person. Here's the analogy I would like you to hold on to. Think of your paycheck like a pizza coming out of the oven. If you let everyone grab slices in whatever order they show up, Uber Eats, Amazon, your subscriptions, your friends, your impulse purchases, by the time future you walks in, there's nothing left. Maybe a crust, maybe some grease. A paycheck routine is just deciding before the pizza comes out, exactly who gets what slice, and making sure future you, the actual most important person at the table, gets fed first. That's it. That's the whole philosophy. Okay, let's build it. The moment your paycheck hits, whether it's the same day or the next morning, here's exactly what you do. And I want you to know, this is designed so that after you set it up once, it runs automatically forever. You should be spending about 15 minutes a month on this. That's it. Step 1. The 24-hour freeze. Before you spend a single dollar of your new paycheck, and I mean nothing, not even gas, you wait 24 hours. Why? Because the first 24 hours after a paycheck hits is when your brain is flooded with what psychologists call abundance euphoria. Your spending decisions during this window are statistically the worst decisions you'll make all pay period. A study from the J.P. Morgan Chase Institute, analyzing millions of customer accounts, found that spending spikes roughly 70% on payday, compared to the day before. 70%. That's not a coincidence. That's your brain on dopamine. The 24-hour freeze breaks that cycle. Just wait one day. Step 2. Pay future you first, automatically. This is where everything changes. Within that first 24 hours, you need automatic transfer set up so that the moment money hits your checking account, it gets pulled out and sent to specific places before you can even see it.
Here's the math I want you to do. Let's say you take home $4,000 a month, $2,000 per paycheck, twice a month. The framework I recommend is what I call 25-15-60. 25% goes to your future.
That breaks down into about 15% for retirement, your 401k, Roth IRA, whatever you have access to. And 10% for medium-term goals, like a house down payment, a car fund, or just investing in a brokerage account.
15% goes to your safety net. That's your emergency fund, until you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved. After that, this 15% rolls into investing, and 60% is for everything else. Rent, food, gas, fun, life. On a $2,000 paycheck, that's $500 to the future, $300 to safety, and $1,200 to life.
Now, you might be thinking, Luis, 25% is way too much. I can barely afford to live. Okay, start at 5%. Start at 3%. Start at literally anything. Here's what most people don't realize. The percentage matters less than the habit. Someone who automates 3% for 10 years will end up vastly richer than someone who waits until they have enough to start at 20%, because that day never comes. Step 3. The bills bucket. Out of that 60% life money, you need to separate your fixed bills from your spending money. This is the step that 90% of people skip, and it's why they feel broke at the end of every month. Every recurring bill, rent, utilities, insurance, subscriptions, phone, internet, and minimum debt payments. Let's say it's $1,400 a month, so $700 per paycheck. That $700 immediately gets transferred into a separate bills checking account the day after payday. You do not touch that account. Ever. It exists only to pay bills. Why? Because of something called mental accounting, which Nobel laureate Richard Thaler proved decades ago. Your brain treats money in different accounts as different money, even though objectively, a dollar is a dollar. When your rent money sits in your main checking account, your brain sees a big balance and thinks you're rich. Then rent comes out and you panic. Separating accounts eliminates that illusion. Step 4. The guilt-free spending account. Whatever's left after retirement, savings, and bills, that's your guilt-free money. In our example, that's about $500 per paycheck. This money is for groceries, gas, eating out, the gym, hobbies, dates, whatever. And here's the magic. Because you've already taken care of future you, safety net you, and bill paying you, you are allowed to spend this money without a single ounce of guilt. I cannot tell you how powerful this is. The number one reason people abandon financial plans isn't lack of discipline. It's guilt fatigue. Every purchase feels like a moral failure. So eventually, they say screw it and blow the whole thing up. When you have a guilt-free account, a $40 dinner is just a $40 dinner, not a referendum on your character. This is where it gets really interesting. Once you've been running this system for about 90 days, something weird starts to happen. Your relationship with money fundamentally shifts. Here's what I mean. Most people experience money as anxiety. Every notification, every charge, every bill is a tiny stressor. But when your system is automated, money stops being something that happens to you. It becomes something you've already handled. There's research from the American Psychological Association consistently showing that financial stress is the number one source of stress for American adults, beating work, beating health, beating relationships. And the same research shows that people who have automated savings report dramatically lower financial stress, even when their income is identical to that of people without automation. You are not just buying a wealthier future. You are buying yourself peace of mind right now. And let's talk about the actual numbers, because the math here is honestly insane. Say you're 25 years old. You take that $500 per paycheck, $1,000 a month, and you invest it into a low-cost index fund averaging 8% annually. By the time you're 65, you'll have roughly $3.1 million from a $1,000 a month habit that you set up once. Now, contrast that with the average American. According to Federal Reserve data, the median retirement account balance for people aged 55 to 64 is around $185,000. That's not what they need. That's what they have. The gap between an automated 25-year-old and an average 60-year-old is something like 17x. The difference between those two outcomes isn't talent. It isn't income. It isn't luck. It's a system you can set up this weekend in about 90 minutes. Now, you might be thinking, Luis, I have debt. Should I really be investing? Great question. Here's my rule. If you have high interest debt, credit cards, payday loans, anything above roughly 8%, you attack that aggressively before investing beyond your employer's 401k match. But you still always take the match. Always. That's free money. And skipping it because of credit card debt is like turning down a raise because you have a bill due. You might also be thinking, my income is irregular. I'm a freelancer. I don't get a steady paycheck. Same routine. You just run it every time money comes in, using percentages instead of fixed amounts. The system is even more important for you because volatility is the thing that destroys most freelancers. And finally, I've tried this stuff before and it didn't stick. Look, I hear you. It didn't stick because you tried to do it manually. The version I just walked you through is automated. Once it's set up, it does not require willpower. It does not require motivation. It does not require you to feel like it on a Tuesday. It just runs, like gravity. I want to leave you with this. A friend of mine, I'll call him John, was 31 years old, making about $58,000 a year, and had $200 to his name. Not in savings. He'd been working for almost a decade and had nothing to show for it. He was embarrassed. He felt stupid. He felt like it was too late. I walked him through this exact routine. He started with 5% to retirement. 5%. He set up the separate accounts. He automated everything in one Saturday afternoon. 4 years later, he has over $40,000 invested, a fully funded emergency fund, and this is the part that gets me. He told me last month that for the first time in his adult life, he doesn't think about money with dread.
He thinks about it with curiosity. That's the real prize. Not the millions at 65. The peace at 31. Sometime in the next 48 hours, ideally tonight, open a second savings account and a second checking account at your bank. They're free. Then set up one automatic transfer. Just one. Even if it's $25 per paycheck into savings. Start the machine. Because the people who win with money are not the smartest people. They're not the highest earners. They're the people who built a system once and let it run for decades while everyone else was vibing their way to break.
If this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment telling me what percentage you're starting with. I read every single one. We'll see you in the next video. Take care of future you. They're counting on you.